Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Albert and I'm from masterballtraders.store. So today we're going to be talking about Prismatic Evolutions. And let me tell you something. I just went through a whole video. I just did this video. And when I went to go see how it went, I realized I never recorded it. I actually just took a picture of myself. So I talked for like 10 minutes and all I did was take a picture. So let's go through this again. So let me go ahead and tell you guys why I think that Prismatic Evolutions might be the greatest investment that we have seen in the modern day age of Pokemon. And I 100% mean that. Now let me tell you why that might be the case. Aside from Prismatic's hard pulls, the fact that you can't get these evolutions very easily, you can only get the Umbreon out of 1 every 1,000 something packs. So we have that. We have the crazy pull rate, which nobody can ever pull anything from. Then we also have this huge epidemic, right? And this epidemic that we have going on right now has a lot more to deal with our environment and our world around us than it does with Pokemon. And the epidemic that I'm talking about is the gambling epidemic. Now, if you look at Pokemon in general, a lot of good arguments have been made that Pokemon, in a way, is a form of gambling that's being advertised to the younger generation, which, yeah, it kind of is. I do agree with that. So it comes to this. Now we're talking about this subject, right? So when you look at Pokemon and you look at these hard pull rates, whenever you see these rip and shippers, this is all they're getting out of. They're getting that endorphin release, right? They're getting that mental stimulation that they just hit something big. And that's what everyone is after. That's why rip and shippers are making so much money right now. That's why rip and shippers are doing so much to get Prismatic, to get all these hard packs, because that's where they get their views from. If you pull an evolution on a Prismatic pack, that gets a lot more views than if you pull something else from another pack, right? Because it's so freaking hard to do. So when you're looking at the pull rates of Prismatic, that is a huge thing that deals with not only the huge gambling epidemic that we have right now, but the fact that it's just gonna keep getting worse. We have all these ads for Fanatics, we have it for Prize Picks, we have it for, and it's not even sports just now. You can bet on anything. You can bet on if Prismatic is going to drop below $100 in the next month on like Kalshi or something. This is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think that Pokemon knows that. That's why they're making these pull rates a little bit harder than what they need to. And honestly, that's why Prismatic is going to do so well in the long run. Because I don't actually even think that people like the evolutions that much. I don't think, because the evolutions don't run Pokemon, right? But Prismatic it's been printed literally to the ground, even below the ground. It's been printed to the core, and it's going to be printed even more. We just had the UPC, the SPC drop at Best Buy, and now it's dropping at Costco, or I think it's Sam's. It's dropping at Sam's for $80. That's insane. Go get it. Go get it. Because I don't think that we're ever going to see these prices on Prismatic, because Prismatic just has that much demand. People don't care too much about the Pokemon anymore that I see with these people opening packs. They just care about the chase. Just the chase and the chase. And before you come at me and say, well, everybody and their grandmother is hoarding Prismatic in their basement, Albert. So in 5 to 10 years, we're just going to get this crazy supply put into the market and it's going to crash and you're going to be wrong. It's going to be MSRP again. Let me tell you something. Pokemon boxes have not gone below MSRP in the last 3 to 4, 5 after they're printed, and they've been printed for a significant amount of time. What makes you think that the set that is literally in the most demand, even people rather get Prismatic than the brand new set coming out? That's how much Prismatic is in demand. What makes you think that for some reason, is going to just be the first Pokemon box that does not gain value over time? That doesn't make any sense to me. And let me tell you something else about Prismatic and the value that it's gaining. Whenever we only have 1 year left, around 1 year for Prismatic to be printed, right? After Prismatic is printed and not printed anymore, we are going to see such a drastic increase in price, because what that's going to do, the fact that rip-in shippers, the fact that people are not going to be able to buy it off of Target, off of Sam's, off of Walmart, off of anywhere else, and they're going to have to buy off of the secondary market, they're still going to buy off of the secondary market, but they're going to have to adjust to the secondary market prices, which is just only going to spike up Prismatic. I mean, I don't know what else to say about this. This is much more than just Pokemon, you know, the Pokemon hype, the Pokemon anything, right? I think that this, you know, in the next year, I don't think that the market's going to be so insane as it was in 2025. That's my own personal belief, even though we still have a strong market. It's going to keep continuously getting stronger, because I think that collectibles, in a way, is just going to keep increasing and gaining value, and Pokemon is ahead of the game on that. But do I see right now the market, you know, coming down a little bit? Of course I do. But what I don't see is Prismatic coming down a little bit. Everything comes down besides Prismatic. Prismatic has not come down below $100 in who knows how long. And it's been being printed and printed and printed. So guys, what would I do if I were you? I would stock up on it. I would stock up on regular ETBs. I would stock up on, you know, the special premium collections, if you can get them from MSRP. I would not buy Prismatic over, I would say, 115, because just like I say, it's when it comes to investing, it's not about where, you know, it's about the potential. It's about the growth of percentage that you can get through it. Do I think that each ETB is going to give me a huge, you know, amount of value or percentage? Of course I do, because these ETBs, $100, nothing right now. You think that that's expensive? Wait in 5 years. In 5 years, imagine how much a regular Prismatic ETB is going to be. I don't even know. I've been stocking up on the Pokemon Center ones. I think that I'm going to start having to just buy the regular ETBs. And I'm going to take advantage of all these restocks, of all these reprints, of all these SPC collections coming out, and take advantage and actually go and get them for MSRP. That's what I would do if I was you. Also, whenever you guys see all these restocks and reprints happening and all these other products coming into your local Target, Walmart, you know that there's going to be scalpers, right? So what I would do is I wouldn't just buy it off online or whatever at these crazy market prices. I would honestly go to Facebook Marketplace. Pokemon in general is not as crazy as it was in October of 2025. So a lot of these guys that are focused on just getting, you know, all these boxes and stuff whenever Best Buy or anything drops them, a lot of them are willing to let them go for almost at a discount, if you will. So you might see some Prismatic under $100 on Facebook Marketplace. I don't know how much longer that's going to last. I don't think that's going to last any much longer. I mean, if it's still going on right now, I think that Prismatic it's a once in a lifetime thing for Pokemon. And it's not about the chases. It's not about the artwork. It's not about the Pokemon. It's about the epidemic that we are going through as a society right now, that I think is only going to get worse because it enriches everybody else who's a lot more richer than we are, and it enriches them a lot. And that is the gambling epidemic. And as long as people can control our minds, and then they can control what we want to get and why we want to get it, then I think that Prismatic is just going to keep going up. It's just something that you can't stop, guys. And that's what I've been thinking about late at night, because I don't think that I have enough Prismatic yet. But that will do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. It's been Albert with masterballtraders.store. And let me know in the comments if you guys think that Prismatic is dropping? Is it going to keep going up? Is it the greatest investment, or am I crazy? Just let me know, comment below. I will be picking a random comment within the next month just so I can give you guys a Lugia EX box as a giveaway as well. So, until next one. Bye.